All right, let's talk about something that might seem kind of simple, but is actually a huge deal for anyone in the hospitality world. We're talking about chairs. Yep, the chairs in your restaurant, your cafe, or your bar. Because believe it or not, choosing the right ones can seriously boost your profits. So let's dive in, because there is way more to this than just giving people a place to sit. And this quote, it just nails it. The chairs you pick aren't just accessories. They are a direct investment in your business. Seriously, they affect how long people stay, how much money they spend, and whether they ever decide to come back. The stakes are really, really high. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, with all the different styles, materials, and prices out there, it can feel pretty overwhelming. But don't you worry. In this explainer, we're going to give you a super clear and powerful framework that'll guide you to the perfect choice for your place. So first things first, let's really get why this matters so much. We're not just talking about looks here. This is pure business strategy. We're going to show you how your chairs can literally increase your profits, make your customers happier, and build a stronger brand. Think about it. Every single chair is a potential profit center. Let's explore how. Okay, to make sense of all this, we're going to break the whole process down into 3 core pillars. You can think of these as your must-have checklist. If you get these 3 things right, you are golden. So what are they? Let's take a look. And here they are: functionality, design, and comfort. The holy trinity of choosing a great chair. Now, they might seem obvious, but the real magic is in how they work together and how you prioritize them for your business. Every great decision here finds the perfect balance between these 3. Let's start with functionality, because these chairs are absolute workhorses. They're getting moved around, scrubbed down, and used way more than any chair in your house. They've got to be light enough for your staff and customers to handle, super easy to clean for hygiene, and of course, safe. We're talking flame-retardant materials. Oh, and if you host events, stackable chairs are a total lifesaver. Nail these points, and you've got a solid foundation. Next up, comfort, which leads us to a really simple but powerful equation. You see, more comfort means your guests stick around longer, and that extra dwell time, well, that directly translates into a much better chance they'll order that dessert, another round of drinks, or coffee. So remember this, a comfy chair isn't just a nice feature, it's a powerful upselling tool. And that brings us to a key business concept, total cost of ownership, or TCO. It's so easy to get tempted by a low price tag, but that is a classic mistake. A cheaper chair might end up costing you a fortune in repairs or replacements down the line. A quality chair, on the other hand, might cost more upfront, but it'll save you money in the long run. So always, always calculate the TCO. Okay, now that we've got the basics down, let's get to the really fun part, finding the perfect chair that matches your brand's unique vibe. This is where you get to tell your story and let your personality shine. This chart gives us a great little overview. So first up, solid wood. It gives you that classic, warm, elegant feel, but you gotta watch out for stains. Then you've got metal frames, fantastic for that urban, industrial look, and they're often stackable, but you might need to add a pad for comfort. Fully upholstered chairs. They scream luxury and comfort, but you need a plan for cleaning and maybe even getting spare covers. And for outside, well, weather resistance is everything. And this breaks it down even better. For a busy pub with constant spills, you need tough, easy-to-clean surfaces, no question. In a smaller, cozy cafe, compact designs are key to making the most of your space. And for a fine dining restaurant, you're selling a whole experience, so you need durable comfort for those long, wonderful meals. All right, now let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're talking about the technical specs. These are the little things that most people won't even notice consciously, but they make a massive difference in how comfortable and high quality everything feels. First up, the magic number for seat height, 45 to 48 centimeters. This is the gold standard for dining chairs. It's that sweet spot where most adults can sit with their feet comfortably flat on the floor. Get this wrong, too high or too low, and your guests will feel just a little bit off the whole time. And that seat height, it's only half the story. It has to be paired with the right table height, which is somewhere between 72 and 76 centimeters. That combination is what gives you proper legroom and makes sure your guests are eating at a comfortable, natural level. And now for the final piece of the comfort puzzle, seat width. 42 to 46 centimeters is the ideal range here. It gives your guests enough room to feel comfortable, not cramped, but it's still efficient for your floor plan. These numbers aren't just suggestions,
They're the foundation of a great experience. Okay, here's a pro term you need to know, martindale. When you're looking at fabrics for upholstered chairs, this tells you how durable it is. Basically, it's a measure of how much rubbing it can take before it wears out. For a commercial space like a restaurant, you want a martindale count of at least 30,000. Knowing this one word will help you buy like a total pro. So you get the pillars, you know the materials, and you've got the technical specs down. Now let's put it all together. How do you actually go out and buy these things smartly? We're going to give you a step-by-step guide to do just that.
This checklist right here is your new best friend. Seriously. Before you even think about placing an order, just run through these 6 steps. From defining your concept and double-checking dimensions, to verifying safety standards and calculating that all-important total cost of ownership. If you follow this, you're going to make a smart, informed purchase that will pay you back for years. Okay, this whole framework is great in theory, right? But what does it look like when a supplier actually puts all these principles into practice? Let's take a look at how one company is doing just that and really changing the game. So take a supplier like ASKT. They basically live and breathe this professional approach. They have their own testing machines for quality control, so you know what you're getting. They've got the big certifications like ISO 9001. They're experts in fabrics, and they even think about sustainability with their packaging. This is exactly what you should be looking for in a partner. And check this out. This is a brilliant example of a modern, smart system. Something like their KINEXA line is modular, which means you can create dozens of unique chair combinations from just a few core parts. For you, that means way more design flexibility. And for everyone, it means simpler logistics. This is a total game changer. And don't forget the little things. Choosing a supplier with something like a zero plastic packaging program isn't just good for the planet, it actually has a real financial benefit. In this case, the packaging is lighter and more compact, and that leads to up to 15% in savings on shipping and storage every year. It's a perfect example of how smart choices directly impact your bottom line. So the single biggest takeaway, the one thing I really want you to remember from all of this is this. You're not just buying chairs. You're buying profitable guest hours. You are investing in an experience. You're buying the potential for your guests to stay longer, spend more, and leave as happy, loyal customers who can't wait to come back. So now you have the playbook. You know how to make an expert choice. If you want to see how this all applies to your own business, the next step is to reach out to a professional. Ask for some samples, get a quote, and use what you've learned today to ask all the right questions about materials, durability, and, of course, that total cost of ownership. Thanks for watching. Now go out there and build an incredible experience for your